I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in the SRT, but it feel like a Rari. And she calling my phone, I'm blowing up, she say I'm sorry. I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me.
Alright, so we finally back and we got a new project in for this week. We got a couple things going on this week, but this will be the first. So we're going to be doing a spindle lift on this truck here. He's got everything in the back here. These are Maxtrac spindles. He's got the struts, he's got rear blocks, and pretty much everything he's going to need to get this thing going. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing up in the air, tear it apart, and then we should be able to get some good progress on it. I'm waiting on hubs and some spacers for this, so that way I can throw those on once I'm done with everything. Before I get started, I want to introduce another sponsor to the channel, Seesii. So they sent over a impact kit, and we'll go over it real fast before we start using it on this. This would be a perfect candidate. So Seesii, they sent us over a nice little impact wrench. So it's a cordless impact wrench, W8700. Comes with an impact manual. They give you 2 batteries, a charger. They give you some drill bits and stuff like that. I believe this is the impact sockets. Yep, they give you. I needed those. It's got a little clip harness. It's got O-rings and stuff like that, just in case you got to change out the seals in it. It's got the driver bits, and then it's got nice little impact sockets that they give you. This is going to be a pretty fun review because I'm going to end up using this impact only for the whole truck, and we're going to get it knocked out and see how it performs. We'll see the torque test and all that stuff, and just try to, you know, get everything going. So I guess we'll go ahead and get that thing charging, so that way it can be at full capacity as soon as I start, and then we'll go ahead and get going on this Ford. All right, so before we start out the install, I want to go over the actual impact wrench. So it's pretty stout, I ain't gonna lie. It's heavier than my other impact. They do say that it's up to, I want to say 479 foot-pounds, if not more. It's got a smooth little fluid motion. It's got the 3 levels. You got high, low, and the medium torque setting. It's got the battery setting here button. It'll show you the battery life. You can adjust through the torque settings, but obviously I need mine on max high. So it's a pretty smooth impact wrench, I ain't gonna lie. So we'll see how it does, and we'll see how this thing goes with this truck. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this thing. So I'm about to lay everything out, but I wanted to get a nice little torque test. This is the socket that they provided. Came off. Took a little hesitation, a little struggling a little bit, but as far as what I need it for, it'll do the job. So all right, so we're moving along. I went ahead and just started with the back first because I know the front I'm gonna be waiting on parts. He ended up getting Maxtrac kit. He got the shocks, he got the blocks, U-bolts, and everything that came with it. So everything's looking good. I'm about to go ahead and tighten up everything. I just wanted to go ahead and fit it in here until I can get it put up. But now I'm gonna tighten it up. The impact's been doing really good, I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, so we're getting back to it, and I finally got this side ripped apart and everything is disassembled. I got the axles out on both sides. The axle is popped out of the cup on this side. So this is the one side that connects inside the diff. So it'll leak diff fluid if you end up taking the whole axle out. So I just had to destroy one of them. The other side is splined, so the axle actually goes over it. So you don't have to do anything major with this side. You can save the passenger side axle. Just if you do have 4-wheel drive, you'll have to sacrifice your driver's side axle and pop that out, just so that way you don't have any leaking coming from the diff. All right, so got a little bit more done. I got the uppers on both sides finished up. I just did one of the brake lines just to kind of test everything out, and I got that one installed on this side, so it's all good to go as far as that. Just got to double check, make sure that it's smashing the copper washer that's under there, but other than that, we should be good. Hopefully by the time I pick up the camera next, I should be able to start back on it, and we'll see how it goes from there. But everything is working out good. The impact did perfect, so no complaints on it. And yeah, she's doing a good job. So gonna keep this one around, and we'll keep using it until it blows itself up. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the hell up out of here for today. I'm gonna clean up, and then yeah, we'll just pick up whenever the hell the parts get here. All right, so got pretty much everything ready to go. Got the brake lines tight, got the spindles installed, uppers installed, hubs are in, got the tie rods tight, so everything is tight and torqued, and the brake lines are good to go. Just finished up the brake line on this side, and it's finished up, so all I gotta do is just mount it to wherever it's supposed to go. I'll have to double check. I want to say it goes back up where it mounts from factory, but I just want to double check just to make sure it doesn't mount anywhere on the spindle. All right, so we're getting back to it, and I got everything ready to go. I got the spacers on the front and everything, so just getting the alignment straight, and just going to go ahead and take these damn crash bars out. But to take these out, you got to basically cut those fucking bolts, because the frame is like right over the top of where them bolts go in. I don't want to leave them in just because, like I said, he's going to be running 37, so I got to get those out just so that way he don't have any clearance issues when he puts the tires in. The rear should be okay. The front, you can see it kind of protrudes a little bit, so I'm gonna get that done. All right, so I got one of the crash bars cut off, so it's right here. I had attempted to take the bolts out, but like I said, they hit up on the top of the frame, so having to cut these off is just the easier and faster alternative. I got my buddy coming over here in a few, so he can help me bleed these brakes, because I'm not gonna be able to do this shit with the vacuum pump by myself. It's gonna take the rest of the damn day, and yeah, I'm not about to just keep dealing with that shit, so fuck this vacuum pump. We're not gonna use that bullshit. All right, so got it all finished up and done. Got the brakes bled and everything is tight. Got the spacers on all the way around on all four corners, so should be good to go. I'm about to pull this thing out and test everything out, make sure everything is good, make sure it don't make any crazy noises. Got the crash bars cut out, and put a little bit of paint on it so that way it don't rust, so both sides are exactly the same. The brake lines don't interfere with anything, so we're good. So yeah, it's looking like we're set, so let's go ahead and roll this thing on out of here, and then should be on the way to pick it up later on. Ain't gonna lie, this Seesii impact wrench has done its job, knocked out the whole Ford job, so shout out to Seesii for sending over this nice little impact kit. Definitely will be using it still any other project that I get, but yeah, she did good. So if y'all need y'all a nice little impact wrench, go check out Seesii. There'll be a discount code below for you to save some money and get your own. So yeah, that'll be pretty much it for this one. All right, so what's going on? We back in here with the Ford. This is probably a couple weeks after I've already installed the spindle lift. So got back in here and ended up getting these 3-inch struts fitted in here, but you can see how tightly compressed they are already and how close this spindle is already on the strut. But I ended up managing to get that compressed enough to be able to put it on. Last time I had it in here, I could only put the stock strut in here, and it's been a while since I messed with a Ford and stacked the level on it, so kind of was a learning experience to get back into it, but finally got that one done. Gonna go ahead and get this one done. I had to basically put the jack up underneath the lower and jack the truck just about damn near off the jack stand for it to compress enough, and yeah, that shit was a little sketchy, but we got it done. So I'm about to go ahead and knock this side out, and then once we're done with it, we should be hopefully 100% complete with exactly how he wanted it. So all right, so got this side situated and wanted to show y'all kind of how I had to basically get this damn strut in here. So obviously there's really no space back there, and the control arm is definitely sitting on the bump stop over there, but I got it pretty much stretched as far as it can go. Now the jack has the truck coming up off of the stands, obviously, so can't really go too much higher as far as compression. You can use a spring compressor if you do need it, but as far as these go, I shouldn't need it on this side at least. So we looking good, but just wanted to show y'all real quick how I had to get this in. All right, so got the struts in and got it situated. There's really barely any space back there, just like maybe a paper thickness worth of fucking space back there, but this is about the maximum you can go. Like I said before, I got the camber somewhat pulled out. It's a little different on these Fords, so camber bolts are at the bottom, so pretty much it just is a bolt that slides back and forth in the slot versus how Chevy has it. You can see the slot right there. So gotta pull that in. I got this one pulled in pretty decently to where it's not all the way leaning, but on this side it's leaning a little bit more, but that's about as max as I can get it. Whenever he gets it to the alignment shop, they can get the rest pulled out. I was just trying to make sure it wasn't all the way leaning in like it was whenever I first put it in. I definitely wouldn't want nobody driving like that. So with it being slightly cambered in a little bit, that's a little bit better. I know he'll definitely go ahead and swing by and get an alignment, but you can tell it's a decent little difference in the front. It's hard to see whenever you're inside the shop, but all right, so we got her done. Looks a whole lot better than it did just on the original 4 inches. So it's a little bouncy up front just because these coil springs are really compressed in there. But as far as everything else, feels good, rides good, don't really got no issues or anything like that. So about to go ahead and roll it around, kind of make sure everything settles in place, and then we'll tighten up everything one more time, make sure everything is in the right torque specs, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, everything looking good. So let's go ahead and roll her up to the front, take our little picture, and then we'll get her on out of here so you can come pick it up. Now that we're done with the Ford, wanted to give y'all a little update on Big Blue. So thought the trans was blown. Trans lines are actually leaking in the front. Ended up putting some trans fluid in and clearing the code, and ended up locking back into gear. I hooked it up to the scanner to actuate each gear, and it went into every gear fine. This transmission was built at 210K, I want to say, and it's got 315 on it right now. So I kind of figured that it wasn't going to be the trans problem. I figured it had to be something dealing with fluids. She's been doing good ever since, but yeah, I got a trans cooler that I'm going to be putting in, keys, tie rods, hubs, and then after that I'm going to go take it to get another alignment because I haven't taken it to get one since I did the pitman arm and idler arm. So just do all that just so that way once I get down there to blading, they can just knock that out real fast. I can roll out and pretty much have the rest of the day to kind of chill out. But yeah, I'll get that done. The part's supposed to be in tomorrow, so we'll see if they come in on time, and then we'll probably get started on it Wednesday. But yeah, truck's been fine, man. I do plan on doing a lot more to it. Not too sure if I'm gonna end up doing the fucking lift and wheels and shit like that. I really put these wheels and shit up on Marketplace because I was gonna trade them and try to get me some 22s and 35s. I just want just a slight bigger wheel. I had the 4s. 4s really don't look that good on it to me, but I'd either do some 6s or some 22s and 35s, and then eventually bump up to some 37s later on. But yeah, I want to kind of get all this shit figured out first. I really want to build this damn truck's motor all the way through, but like I said, I'm gonna swap that out with a new block, bigger block, and then we'll put some boosts to that motherfucker and put a trans in it, do the rear end, and then should be able to get it painted this year. But yeah, man, I've been busy like a motherfucker, so I've been knocking shit out. Ain't been able really to sit down and edit the videos, but yeah, we got plenty coming. So appreciate y'all for watching. Just wanted to get y'all updated on this spindle shit because I put the spindles on first, and then I couldn't get the strut in, and then after he drove it around for a little bit, popped them little control arms out of place to where I can kind of get it, you know, situated and fitted in there, and now it's fitting in there fine. So we're good to go. Them Fords, man, they a little tricky. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't do a lot of them, but I do enough lifts and shit like that. And I used to stack levels back there in the day whenever Gramp had his, because his was pretty much the only Ford I ever worked on most of the time. I had a couple more people come through with Fords, but it was really just leveling kits and shit like that. Rough country lifts and all that stuff is pretty standard and basic, and stacking a level on those is easy. So yeah, spindle lift, that's the first one, and it's pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not as bouncy as stacking like a 3-inch on a rough country, so it's all right. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all for checking in, and I'll hit y'all up in the next video. But the next video will be the Cam Tahoe that we knock out, and yeah,